Let me tell you a story. It happened a while ago, but not so long so I can't remember anymore. It was on the 8th of October. I was just browsing through my email inbox when I saw it.
What did you see?
An email! Oh! Covered in old weathered skins, it read.
Oh my god, Armored Warfare's out!
Hey guys, I'm Warious and today we are finally taking a look at the Armored Warfare, now finally in open beta. There have been so many things going on in the game industry lately, but I just had to do a video on this mind-blowingly awesome and perspective game. So this is how Armored Warfare looks once it's downloaded and lock and loaded. You have to launch it through the my.com Games Hub, but that's not such a problem. You can get used to it. The garage and the interface in general look pretty familiar to all of us Water Tanks players, which necessarily doesn't mean, oh gosh, they're copying so hard, because there's no reason whatsoever to make a whole new game alien to all of their players, because most of Armored Warfare's audience is from World of Tanks. So I think it's just fine to use the good parts of World of Tanks and fill the rest with new features. So the World of Tanks players are gonna feel at home when they launch the game for the first time. So let's find like 5 differences then. Well, the first one's pretty obvious. Hey, it's some modern tanks, by the way, if you haven't noticed, so yeah, that's the main difference. One of the biggest differences is also the tech tree system, not driven by nations, but rather dealers. Right now, the dealers are Wolfley and Shishkin, but they're gonna be more and more in the future, definitely. You also don't just grind XP for the next tank and then buy it, but you have to reach 100% of your vehicle's reputation, and only then can you continue to buy other tanks. The fourth difference is the roleplay inheritance of the Obsidian games. You can access your base right here and upgrade your various Warious facilities, which give you some boosts. The whole game's also kind of based on that you're a private military company who can be hired by people in the PvE missions. So, yeah, interesting. And a sort of an RPG feature, really. And what's a pickup for the fifth difference? Well, this game's only just gone into open beta, so expect a hell of a lot of things here to change. Right? My words aren't written in stone, right? Or at least not yet. We gotta see, eh? But one of the big factors which will decide whether Armored Warfare will succeed or not on the market and will eventually beat World of Tanks, which is a big goal, really, is, the marketing and the business. It doesn't really matter how good is your product. What matters more is really the marketing. Wargaming can make whatever game they like, and as long as it is like good enough, it will still succeed and be super famous. And also other companies, just ENA can do whatever bloody game with non-base game and huge DLCs which you have to buy and cost you like 200% of the game in the end, but still they're gonna succeed because they're ENA and they have the big titles. So I kind of fear that Obsidian isn't as big or as known, so they wouldn't get the kind of exposure, which would be a pity. And I really wish them best luck to find new players. So I'll just show you what an army of tanks do I have in my garage. Don't know how I can fit all of them there. So at tier 1, I still have these two nice little boys, the M113 and the PT-76. The M113 is an armored fighting vehicle or something like that, and PT-76 is a light tank, something like the BVPs. These are all post-war designs, very early. Then I have my great tier 2 vehicles, the LAV-150 and M41 and Patton and T-54. So yeah, a handful of those. I really love these light vehicles. They're just great, and I love really circling around the main battle tanks and shooting at them with my fast-firing cannons. Because that's something entirely new, apart from loaded tanks. The most you can get are the light tanks and loaded tanks, but here you got the non-tracked, the wheeled destroyers or something, and that's just so much fun, being so fast. And I also got one tier 3 vehicle, is this XM800T. I have no idea what it is. I've just bought it, so no idea. But there are some pretty epic tanks. From the tanks which are on tier 10 and water tanks, they're tier 1, 2, 3 maximum here, which is pretty funny. With Shishkin at tier 3 we have the T-62. T-62A is water tanks, tier 10 Soviet medium tank, pretty nice. Yeah, that's quite cute actually. And it leads all the way up to like T-90s, Paladins, yeah. And at Shishkin we got some pretty epic concepts here. The T-14 Armata, which is the newest Russian main battle tank, pretty nice. Then we got the Challenger 2, also great tank. And the PL-01, I actually had no idea what this is. And oh my god, Poland, you really know how to do tanks. I don't want to meet this one. And for Wolfie, we have some pretty nice leopards and a lot of Abramses. It really shows the nice evolution, kind of the Abramses through several different tiers. M1 Abrams, M1A1, M1A2. I'm really looking forward to grinding all these out. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, it's until tier 10, like in water tanks. Well, working thing in water tanks, so why not use the basic 10 tiers also in Armored Warfare? In War Thunder, I don't know what bloody cracked their heads, but it seems like something big, like a boulder, because they made 5 tiers and some battle rating, which is just, damn it, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? Like, this is so complicated, and some of the battle ratings just don't make sense. I just, come on, War Thunder, really, Gaijin, you are really crazy, are you? So that's pretty much all, guys. It has been an honor for you to listen, surely. And I hope to meet you soon in my other videos. I'm gonna show you some gameplay from Armored Warfare, some World of Warships videos, because there are the German cruisers and the Russian destroyers coming out, so great news for all of us. And also there's a new patch for water tanks, so I don't know how I'm gonna handle this, but I'm gonna try. Really, try hard, die hard, just for you guys. So keep tuned for that one, and bye.